Camp has concluded the 5 best and the 5 worst things from 2024 Texans training camp. Let's get into it in another live nighttime edition of the Locker Room. Hit the damn music.
Yeah. Yeah. It's the Locker Room on YouTube. You know what it is. Let's get it. Hey. Locker Room. Yeah, we in the locker room. Texas talk. Yeah, you know what we about to do. Localize every angle's what we really do. We the source. We the pulse of the city too. Landlocked. Got the game in the headlock. Localize every time. Can't stop, won't stop. Yeah, we top 2 and we not too. Plugged in daily digital on YouTube. We got taste for that.
What if I just went Triple H and just spit the water out after taking a swig? It is the Locker Room, number one source for Texans digital content. Be sure to swarm the like button. I'm Landry Locker. You can see me here throughout the week. We've already done 2 videos today. The Rams video, what the Rams had to say about the Texans. If you didn't check that out, go check out what Matthew Stafford, Sean McVay had to say about the Texans. Check out the practice report as well. There were a lot of interesting developments in the most exciting practice of camp, the joint practice. Those are always the best. So be sure to check that out. Be sure to subscribe, like, right along. And I appreciate you for coming through. I'm going to talk about the 5 best and the 5 worst things about training camp this year. What were the best things? What were the worst things? We will talk about that. Appreciate all of the people that say they make this a part of their routine. This is the night show, baby. 10:30 Central, Monday through Friday, and sometimes on Saturday or Sunday, depending on what the hell goes on. And then in season, we'll have some stuff going on. The schedule's not set in stone. Most likely, we'll have something between 10 and 2, but probably 12 and 2 because of practice. But there might be some more stuff. You never know what's going to pop up. Yeah, the consistency is always there. I think I have 1,000 videos in less than 2 years. And that's while hosting radio and all that. That was the one thing that I think is important, is being consistent. But that's just kind of it's just kind of what it is, man. That's the option. That's what we do. That's what I do, and it's a fun thing. It was fun even when they freaking sucked. So let's talk about first the 5 best things about Texans training camp. Start with number 1. The best things. Do we want to start with the best or the worst? Some people like the worst news. Some people like the best news. Do we want to start with the worst, or do we want to start with the best? That's the question. Do we want to start with the worst or the best? Negative or positive? And the different philosophies for different folks. We'll start with the best. We'll get some good vibes going. We'll start with the best. I think people. Oh, it's worst, man. Okay, y'all want to get the worst out of the way. All right, we'll get the worst out of the way then. Majority rules, and it is by far the majority. Let's get the worst out of the way. Here we go. All right, we'll go worst. Y'all win. So the 5 worst things about Texans training camp, and we'll hear from Jalen Pitre. We'll also hear from Laremy Tunsil. Laremy Tunsil at the podium could probably make the top 5 for such an entertaining guy. I've had good interviews with Laremy Tunsil. He's just not really a podium guy. He does not like it. I don't think he likes the shtick. I don't think he likes the cliches and stuff like that. And quite frankly, it is what it is. I think it would benefit him, but whatever. So the worst, number 1 is Dameon Pierce. And it's not necessarily because Dameon Pierce has been bad. It's because he was unplayable last year and he hasn't been great. And for the Texans to show that type of confidence in Dameon Pierce and us still have the same questions right now as we did last year, that's a complete disappointment. Now, did Dameon Pierce come into camp in shape? Yes. Is Dameon Pierce easy to root for? Yes. Am I interviewing myself like Phil Simms? Yes. Is Dameon Pierce look like he might not be a system fit? Yes. Do the coaches still continue to support Dameon Pierce? Yes. But the fact that we're even having these questions and the fact that Cam Akers coming off 2 torn Achilles is at least neck and neck with Dameon Pierce. That's not good. That's not good. And I say this a lot. There are some things you can't fix quickly. You could have found depth at running back, and maybe he ends up being that, but we're just judging, and it's a fluid process. Sports are fluid. Shout out to Jean-Jacques Taylor. It can change, but as we sit right now, we have as many questions about Dameon Pierce as we did before. So that's worst number one. Worst number two, the offensive line. I don't think this offensive line has been great in camp. Now, they could end up being good as they get together more. Maybe there could be a little bit more to it, but Laremy Tunsil missed a large chunk of camp. He was banged up last year. Today, the offensive line got really roughed up at the end. Who knows what it looks like in a game, but from a camp perspective, this offensive line does not look like an offensive line that's going to be really, 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 really good. So, second worst thing, the offensive line. Number three, you bring a guy in, you praise him, you talk about what a badass he is, you talk about how versatile he's going to make this defensive line, you talk about what a leader he is and all that, and then he gets suspended, Danico Autry. Don't know what happened. Maybe it was something that he had nothing to do with, but when a guy that you brought in and hyped up as much as you did and paid as much as you did, when he's going to miss 6 games and we don't really even see him on the field, that's not good. Regardless of the why. This is more about the what. The what is that he's not going to be on the field. So that's not good. So that is number 3. Right there. So that's number 3, Danico Autry. Number 4, man, we expected this guy to make a huge leap this season. Again, we're just judging this based on camp. We're not judging this based on, this is not a forecast of the season. This is not a prediction. This is not a called shot. The offensive line could end up being great. Dameon Pierce could end up being great. This is just based on camp. So that is, I'm going to be wrong a lot. This is just based on camp, what we saw. Number 4, Christian Harris health. We didn't really see Christian Harris on the field. And then the worst part about it is when we saw Christian Harris on the field, he was on the field for like 4 seconds. So linebacker depth, a lot of people wondered, were they going to draft a linebacker? They brought in Azeez Al-Shaair. And then you have Henry Toto, you have Hansen, you have a few other guys at linebacker, but linebacker depth was going to be a problem. We haven't seen Christian Harris in camp. We know that he was kind of banged up his rookie season. Then D'Amico Ryans last year said that last year was actually his rookie season, and now he's not on the field. Is he just going to not miss a beat? Is he going to come back and look great? Don't know. Probably going to be some sort of rust. This isn't like a Will Anderson situation where Will Anderson's on the side sweating every day, appearing to be close to coming back. This is something, this was not good in camp. We didn't get to see Christian Harris pretty much at all. Number 5, I don't know if this is major or not, because I don't know if Joe Mixon even needs one, but the fullback position. We know they like to use fullbacks last year. Andrew Beck not on the field. Harrison just kind of looks like a dude. And then you had King get banged up as well. The fullback position, pretty dinged up. So that's worse, number 5. Let's get to the good news. Let's shake off that bad news. Be sure to swarm the like button as well here in the locker room. Number 1 source for Texans digital content. We'll get to the comments a little bit later on. Goodness gracious. Katie says DP equals Alfred Blue. Does that mean he's going to be good on special teams, my friend? Does that mean he's going to be good on special teams? Someone says DP is running back 3. If he's not 2, he's 4. Unless Dare's 2. Because if you're saying Cam Akers is 2, Dare's clearly 3. It's not even close. Dare is easily, Bishop, I appreciate you, easily number 3. He's in the top 3. And he's been looking better than he ever has. So yeah, if he's 2, then you got to say, you got to put him at 3. I don't know whether fullback matters. I don't even know if they need a fullback at this point, honestly. I don't know if Andrew Beck is someone that, he's been hurt, let's keep him around. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe he starts out on IR or something. I'm not dismissing that. At all. All right, we'll get to the best in a sec. First, let's meet with Laremy Tunsil. Laremy Tunsil meets with the media. God, he's bad at the podium. He just doesn't want to do it. Very short. But shout out to him. I don't blame him. It's not even worth asking him because it's not his scene. He's more of a sit down and talk type of guy. Here's Laremy Tunsil, his first media availability of camp.
Hit me with it. Let's make it quick, please.
They kind of did a good job of taking care of you, ramping you up to the point you're at now. How do you feel now, and how did you feel about the plan to kind of ease you into the camp to get you right?
No, first and foremost, I want to say thank you to D'Amico and Nick Caserio for just taking care of me. Coming off off-season surgery with my knee, got that cleaned up and rolled with the plan that the Texans gave me, so I appreciate it so much.
What are you seeing from rookie Blake Fisher? How has he been able to
Dog.
get your brain?
He's a dog, man. He's a dog. I like Blake. He works hard, he studies hard, and he gets it done, man. So I like Blake a lot.
Year 2 with CJ, obviously year 1 was a hit. What do you see from him for the second year?
I think we all see with CJ, he's going to be a baller, man. CJ, his leadership, his skills, we know CJ's going to get it done.
These offensive line rankings, so you had a little fun on social media over the summer. What do you make of that stuff? You think they watch every offensive line and break it down?
Who is this, PFF? Who was the rankings, PFF? I don't know. I don't want to say too much on that, but it's whatever. We just got to go out there and work hard and get it done.
How good was it to have that whole offensive line unit back last week and that continuity that you all have built up heading into this game?
No, I appreciate it so much because I haven't had that in my career, actually. I think it's one of the first times that I had a back-to-back starting O-line. So, I appreciate that so much.
LT, I've heard some of your teammates talk about how not everyone can play here. As someone who's in another place, what can you say about what is here that's maybe not
everybody can play for this system. Under D'Amico, we come out every day, we work hard, and you're going to get the reps. Tough-nosed football, If you're not built for that, don't come this way.
From an individual standpoint, you feel on top of your game, like you're getting better every year?
I feel like I'm getting better every year, man. I'm solid. I'm in a good spot right now, mentally and physically. And some things I always going to improve on, of course. Just revving me back up. I should be ready week 1 for the Colts. Good? Appreciate y'all.
Thanks, Larry.
Thanks, Laremy. Appreciate you, man. That was Laremy Tunsil. I'm telling you, he's not a podium guy. He's just not. That's just not his thing. He's an interview dude. And some would say that he's a dog. Let's get to the best stuff, though. Be sure to swarm that like button. Locker Room, #1 source for Texans digital content. Little nightcap for sure. He's ready to. You heard what Laremy said. He said, "Make it quick. Let's go." Anything notable from Cade Stover? No, he's there. And I don't mean that in a bad thing. He's there. He's not going to stick out as much. That's more of like I'm sure there's good block here and there, but nothing huge. With that. So the 5 best things about the Texans as they wrap up camp. We'll hear from Jalen Pitre in a second, perhaps in the middle of these 5. Let's start now with number 1. This dude is an absolute dog.
I'm a dog, I'm a dog, I'm a dog, I'm a dog.
A lot of people like Stephon Diggs and how he's looked in camp. It's hard not to, but Danielle Hunter looks like a freaking beast. He was a monster today against the Rams. In fact, this isn't even a sponsored segment. This is just an extra me trying to make money type of thing. Y'all know I'm on a little bit of a heater. Started out with $2,000 in the account on the Bet US. I'm actually going to pull this up right now. Let's see. Favorites, gambling. Don't try. Actually, you should try this at home. And you can actually go back to the video earlier this week, or go to one of my tweets at Landry Locker today, where I tweeted out odds, or go to the community posts, and you can get 125% bonus on your first three deposits up to $2,000. So here's what I'm going to do. And again, this isn't one of the sponsored ones. This is just me doing my thing. We have video sponsored by BetUS. So I'm going to go sacks. I've seen enough from Danielle Hunter. I'm going to display. Where is Danielle Hunter? Let's see. Oh, there we go. 10.5. 16 last year. Okay. This is stealing. Let's go with Hundo. They let me bet a Hundo on this? Yes, they will. Boom. Hundo. 10.5 sacks. That's easy work right there. That's easy work. You can do the same. Go to BetUS. And again, get plus 125. Just go to my tweets, the community post, all that. Yeah, that's an easy one. So best number 1, Danielle Hunter. Best number 2, I mentioned him, Stephon Diggs. Those are two moves that Nick Caserio made. I got to give Stephon Diggs a lot of credit. He was wide receiver 1 in camp, and Tank Dell looked awesome. Nico Collins looked awesome. Stephon Diggs looked awesome. Maybe a little bit more awesome. Maybe CJ's just trying to get his chemistry up with Stephon Diggs, but Stephon Diggs looked really, 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 really good in training camp. So he's the best, number 2. Number 3, Jalen Pitre in his new role. Wondered how Jalen Pitre was fitting in. Damn sure wasn't going to be the way he was used last year. D'Amico Ryans realized that. D'Amico Ryans changed his role, and I'll be damned. Jalen Pitre, he looks good in that nickel position. Now, I will say, I do wonder, once teams stop running base defenses and they're trying to sniff out old number 5 out there, what is that going to look like? Who knows? But I think Jalen Pitre is up for the challenge. And Jalen Pitre, Laremy Tunsil might not like being at the podium. Jalen Pitre sure does. He's one of the most entertaining, accountable, insightful leaders on this team. It's easy to see why Caserio and D'Amico like him. Take it away, Jalen. I'm kissing up to you, man.
What did you think about the work y'all represented today?
Oh, I felt great. You know, it was a great day that we were blessed with some great weather. You know, it's a little sunny right now. We had a little bit of an overcast, so I think that helped us out a lot. But overall, it was good work. Able to see some different players and, you know, kind of get a little aggressive with them instead of our teammates. So it was fun, you know, and there was some good competition there for sure because the Rams obviously have some great playmakers. So it was definitely, you know, a great day for the Texans.
What was it like to see a guy? I mean, I know you work against really good receivers every day, but seeing a guy like Cooper Kupp and just this team has had so much success over the years, and you get to test yourself against them.
Oh, yeah, I love Cooper's game. You know, I was telling him that I watched him growing up. You know, when I was in college, just his craftiness, his ability to be, you know, gritty in the run game and his ability to block, but also when it's time to make the big play, he knows how to use leverage. He knows how to use speed, change it up. So, you know, he's a player that is very smart and knows what he's giving defenders, especially nickels. So, you know, it was good to go out there and go against him and sharpen my blade against him for sure.
Bro, he's 31 years old. Man. It's not like it made him sound like he was like Jerry Rice on the Raiders or something like that. He's 31 years old. How's Jalen? 25, 24? And Cooper Kupp sound like he's a fossil.
Something that's unfamiliar to you, but what's your comfort level and, you know, being a lot closer to the line of scrimmage, playing a lot closer there? I know you did a lot of Baylor, but now here in the pros, what's the comfort level now?
Oh, I love it. I think it's a big shout out to my coaches. You know, they're doing a great job at pushing the scheme and helping me understand what, you know, my position holds and what I need to do in that position. So it's very clear. And, you know, like I said, I'm just trying to stack the days and continue to get better. I understand that I'm not going to be a finished product today and that it is a process. So I wouldn't say that I'm comfortable, but I'm definitely having fun.
You kind of relish the opportunity for contact in the run game there. You've been able to fill with some of the defensive tackles taking care of business. That's something that it seems like you really like.
Oh, yeah, big shout out to the D-line, man. They make my job so easy. Like, it's a lot of things that go unseen with them, and this is the shout-out for them. So make sure that y'all put that out there because they do a lot of the dirty work to make guys like me and the back end make a lot of plays. So huge shout out to them and our coaches too. They do a good job at making sure that they're putting me in the right spot to make plays, and then it's just about going out there and executing them. So, yeah.
Have you seen Kalen advance his game from over the summer to where he is now?
Oh my gosh, it's crazy to see the evolution of him, and just to see how good he was when he first came in, and the evolution of his mind, understanding the scheme, and just making plays on the ball. He's always gonna find the ball, and he's definitely gonna go get it, and he probably gonna score too because he got some nice moves after the catch. So he might be a receiver back in his day. I don't want to, y'all can fact check me, but he's probably a receiver back in the day, and he's getting busy with the ball. So it's no surprise to me how he's going up there and grabbing it.
How nice did it feel to, speaking of grabbing it, get the interception? It had been a while, you'd been close, but how good did that feel?
Oh, it felt great. I was very grateful and thankful for that moment in the game. And it was a surreal moment because, like you said, it has been a minute. But big shout out to DB. Like I said, it's a lot of stuff that goes unseen. That one was pretty obvious. That wasn't Pitre making.
1 year and 10 months to be exact. No one's counting though. But listen to this. This is the kind of teammate Jalen Pitre is.
A pick six. That was DB really making a pick six. So big shout out to him. That's my dog. So thankful for that.
What can you guys accomplish from a scheme standpoint with this safety group healthy? Just the ability for Jimmy to do a lot of different things, you to do a lot of different things, Kalen, E. Murray.
Oh, yeah.
What can you guys accomplish schematically that maybe you weren't able to accomplish last year because guys were in and out?
Oh, yeah, big shout out to E. Murray, man. And, our safety room is deep and very diverse. We can all do a multitude of things, and I think that does nothing but makes offenses play honest and have to really kind of play true to their scheme and kind of know what we're doing. And that's very hard when you got 4 guys, 5 guys, 6 guys that can do a lot of different things. So, I love my safety room. Safety coach is outstanding, and we're having a blast in those meeting rooms.
Jalen, a lot of your teammates have talked about how a lot of people couldn't play.
Man, he asked this question
what do you
to
think?
everybody.
I mean, I know Houston is the only place you've been in your career, but what do you think makes this place unique, the standards you guys hold yourselves to?
Yeah, I think it's the first thing I would say is the brutal honesty. A lot of people, lie to themselves, and it can make you feel good, but around here that's very hard to do because the truth is pushed here, and the standard is a standard, and the coaches do nothing but uplift the standard. The best players do nothing but uplift the standard, and that does nothing but bring everybody in the room up to the standard. So there's a high standard on the Houston Texans team, and it's not easy. I wouldn't say that everybody can't play here, but it's not easy. So I'm glad that I'm a part of the team, and I'm very thankful to be a part of this team.
What's the balance between that brutal honesty, but at the same time uplifting guys to, empowering them with the confidence needed to succeed?
Yeah, I think it's all about balance, and it's all about understanding that it's not personal. We all have a job to do, and we all understand that it does get a little brutal at times, but at the end of the day, it's all about the betterment of the team. Like, is what you're doing helping the team, or is what you're doing, making the team worse? So I think it's that simple, and it's no playing around with that. We don't do that here. Appreciate y'all. You have a good day.
There you go, Jalen Pitre, man. Little difference in Tunsil, man. Those are the two difference in podium. So to reset the good news, best number 1, Daniil Hunter. Put my money where my mouth is there. $100 at BetUS. Best number 2, Stephon Diggs. Best number 3, Jalen Pitre, new role. Best 4, CJ Stroud. The only reason he's not higher up is because you expected it. But I mean, my man came in. He looks like he's in better shape. He does. Y'all can pause me if you want. He looks like he's in better shape. He clearly owns the locker room, and he has chemistry with pretty much every receiver. So CJ Stroud's number 4. Can't not mention the quarterback. Number 5, Kamari Lassiter. When he was selected, it was kind of confusing. There was a little bit of a disappointment. I think we were drinking the Kool-Aid, literally, Kool-Aid McKinstry. Maybe not all of you. I don't know too many people that were like pounding the table for Lassiter, though. But he arrives. Is he going to be a nickel? What's he going to be? And I'll be damned. That dude is cornerback 2, and he has played very well. He had a very good practice today, according to Stutes. And he also just kind of about that business. He's got like that Mike Tyson to him. Like, I almost feel like when he walks out to practice, he should have like Tupac in front of him, like rapping. and him just coming out in the black trunks. He's got like the black shoes on, no gloves, just coming out there doing his thing. So Kamari Lassiter has been, I mean, I don't know that I've seen a rookie in the last, I don't know how many years, how many ever years you want to go, 7, that has been as much of a pleasant surprise through camp as Kamari Lassiter. Like there's times where, I mean, you expect this guy to be really good, and he's really good. This guy kind of jumps out a little bit, but as far as a guy that you kind of thought, fair or not, one thing about, even in an optimistic role, and then you saw him play, I don't know that I've seen much of a difference. And look, here's the reality of the situation. And this is just a spoiler alert for people that may be kind of anticipating something going wrong with this. Rookie corners are going to struggle. Most rookies are going to struggle at every position, but rookie corners especially rookie corners going against our opposite of Derek Stingley that are going to get the pill thrown their way often. But Kamari Lassiter, he's up for the challenge, and he loves football, and he looks like he's a pretty damn good player. So we'll see how that goes. But those are the 5 best and the 5 worst. Blue Boy 9 says, we underestimate how good we underestimate how good Desmond King is. He was rated the 3rd best nickel in the NFL by PFF and top 10 the previous season. All right, I'm going to say this. I like PFF. I think it's kind of a polarizing thing. I think sometimes their results match the eye test. I don't think they're watching Texans football as closely as I am, because even if you're watching the tape, a lot of times I don't think they have full context. The one thing that I think that they have a very, very big weakness on, and all great things have weaknesses. And the more you consume the information, the more you observe, the more you realize the weaknesses. Like Barry Sanders wasn't a good receiver. Deion Sanders was average to below average tackler. There's certain baseball players that are slow. There's certain basketball players that might be really, really good and they can't shoot free throws. Pro Football Focus sucks at grading slot corners. They suck. They had Tavier Thomas as like the top slot corner. And that was just silly to me, because I don't know how, like when teams actually started challenging him last year, it wasn't great. He's like an extra linebacker in there. So I don't look at, if you're telling me that Desmond King is the 3rd best nickel in the league, that's crazy. He played good the last few weeks, and I was glad that they brought him back. He played really well. But come on. Let's be serious. Rick the Stick 13, and that's no disrespect, Blue Boy 9. I don't agree with that. Rick the Stick 13, please tell me that's a small water bottle and not your 6'6" hands making it. Nah, yeah, this is a small water bottle. So I don't know why my wife got these. It's so dumb. Like we had a party for the daughter, and her actual birthday party is on Saturday. So the Rams wrap up is going to be on Sunday. So be on the lookout for that. We're not going to have the normal post game show as we usually do. We don't need to. We're going to do the 53 on Monday, and we're just going to put a bow on what happens there on Sunday morning. So a little bit of Sunday morning content for you. But I mean, I'm just trying to get rid of these. Like I've already drank 3 during the stream. I'm just trying to get them out of my sight. These things actually kind of annoy me. Like who wants this much water? I'm a chugger. Whether it's beer, whether it's water, whether it's whatever, coffee, I like to chug the liquid. I'm not really into this whole little bottle thing at all. It's whack. Gage says one thing I'm happy about is how healthy I feel they are. Besides Christian Harris, they're as healthy as they could be. They made it through camp. Ain't no way Desmond King is a top 3 slot. No, like that's crazy. That's insane. What do you think the answer is at O-line? Since we look questionable today, block better. I mean, really, it's that simple. You've invested all you can in the offensive line. You probably have more invested in the offensive line than anyone in the league when it comes to the combination of salary and draft equity and premium picks and all that. So block better. That would be it. And I know that's simplistic. I'm not trying to be trite. That's really the only solution they have. There's not, they got to block better. Period. Cheers to you too. Tavier Thomas was a good slot corner. No, he was not. He was not. He was good when they didn't throw his way, but he was not good. That's no. I refuse to believe that. I think if you decided you were just going to pick on Tavier Thomas, you would figure it out. The reality is when he had that high rating before, a lot like last year, he struggled, right? You know why? Because they were actually in close games and teams were actually trying to figure it out. The year before, teams didn't even have to throw on the Texans. Like there was some sort of stat that they didn't allow a certain amount of touchdowns. That's because they could just run easily on them. And yeah, I don't think Tavier. If you think Tavier Thomas was, if you think Tavier Thomas was a really good slot corner, I don't know what to tell you. Sure. I mean, you have PFF with you. I don't agree with that. I don't think he was. When are they using the H-Town blue jersey? You're talking about the alternate. It's not H-Town blue. There's a little bit in there. I'm not sure. I haven't really paid a lot of attention to it. I know I was told that they're probably not going to waste it on the Titans because they don't think that's really a worthy opponent. True story. Someone told me. I might have been talking some trash, but they would say, if you could say the Texans were a beer, what beer would they be? Ooh, I like this question. So if the Texans were a beer, what beer would they be? I would say that the Texans, we'll stay local. I would say the Texans would be kind of like a Hopadillo or an Art Car. It's not too light. It can go a number of ways. It can get you really, really blitzed, but there's a little bit of a youth there. So I would say a Hopadillo or an Art Car. That would be mine. Who's going to be the returners out of RB and wide receiver? I really don't know they've tried Dameon Pierce. It really hasn't stuck out that much. I don't know that they're very committed to it. At wide receiver, Tank Dell. I think Tank Dell returns punts, kicks every once in a while. I think in spot duty, which I'm in favor of. Some people are opposed. Look, I'm not going to change the way that I use a dynamic football player like Tank Dell because of some fluke injury. And he's moving just fine. So I think Tank will at wide receiver. I don't know if Woods is going to be on the team. Right now, he's not getting a lot of reps. They seem to trust him as far as just catching the ball and making the right cuts, but more so catching the ball. So maybe Woods would get back there. I don't know if Jawar Jordan's on the team or not. I know he was a 6th-round pick or whatever. I don't know whether he's on the squad. Might be on the practice squad. So as far as the running backs, probably nobody. Not really sure. Blue Boy, you got to move on from the slot corner. I'm not trying to have like a 10-hour conversation on it. Gun to your head, could you recite your own intro word for word, LOL? You talking about the theme song, the Figgy theme song? Isn't it just locker room, yeah, we in the locker room? Texans talk, you know what we about to do? And then it's like localize everything. Do. We the source, we the pulse. Yeah, I could do that for sure. Art Carr drinking one now. Look at my guy there. Hey, I ain't mad at you, bro. Art Carr. Okay, switch that up to a little. I like to get the variety pack and go up and down. So Art Carr, I see you, man. That's my dude. I knew Cornelius knew what he was doing. Tank should be the returner full time. Yeah, I mean, they're not going to do that. I'm not as terrified of it as a lot of people are. So I'm not there. Art Car's crazy. Definitely get buzzed. I'm sipping a banquet right now. Okay. I don't think I've ever sipped banquet before, really. Which games on the schedule do you think will be the toughest? Man, that's tough. I mean, on paper, I mean, we know which ones are. I think Indy's going to be tough right off the top. I think Shane Steichen has time to prepare. I think that's tough. I actually think Chicago is going to be. I think there's only a few bunnies on the schedule, and sometimes when you say something's a bunny, you end up going to Carolina and being the first team they beat. So I think it's going to be a tough schedule overall. Cut Woods and Brown could happen. I don't know about Noah. The Woods thing is interesting. Does Woods make the team? Man, I mean, can you justify keeping Woods and getting rid of Hutchinson or Mechie? I think Mechie's safe. I think he did what D'Amico asked him to do. I don't know that you can justify that. I also don't know if they're keeping a fullback, which I think could come into play. I don't know that this team is keeping a fullback. Maybe they will, maybe they won't. But if you look at the way that they're constructing their roster, I want to see how this goes. Maybe you start out with Beck on IR. I think it's possible, but who knows? Bum V got a song called "Swerve on Him." He needs to make a song for Ashawn. And I thought, man, that's Webby and Boosie, man. Although I'm sure Bum B has one too, but it's Webby and Boosie with Casario. That's what my drop is. So I made this drop, Webby and Boosie, with a little Casario saying "Swarm."
You ain't never hate.
Swarm. Now maybe Bum B has it too, but theirs is better. Let's just be honest. I'm not trying to go to Houston hell or anything like that. He's better. Lots of Noah Brown disrespect on the chats. Dude is a tone setter. I don't disrespect Noah Brown. I like Noah Brown. I think Noah Brown is a Jersey tough mofo. I don't. He's a pizza snob. I like him. Anytime I've talked to Noah Brown, I've enjoyed it. I think he's a badass. For someone who didn't play as much receiver in college, the way that he grinded his way into the NFL, found his way on special teams, and then kind of made the most of his opportunities. I like Noah Brown. They don't make the playoffs last year without Noah Brown's contributions. So I like him. It's just a matter of if he can stay healthy, and if you think Xavier Hutchinson can maybe not be what Noah Brown is when he's on the field right now, but he can be on the field the whole time, and you have more – he's under club control for a little bit longer. But I like Noah Brown. It's just what do they want to do at the wide receiver position is really the question. But, yeah, a tone setter for sure. I think he's tough as hell. He blocks his ass off. So I get it. I don't. If you think I don't disrespect Noah Brown, I'm not a Noah Brown disrespecter. I mean, I thought he was locked in at 4, which is really interesting. Who is making the RB room top 3? They keep defending Dameon Pierce. They keep talking about, the blocking and stuff. I just find that hard to believe. But the other thing is, it's not like D'Amico is going to come out and say, well, he sucks. Cam Akers is going to be RB2. I think that it's Mixon and Dare for sure. And then it's going to be tough. Tough. You're talking about 2 torn Achilles. He looks so much better. I think you got to keep Akers. I think Pierce is out. TQ or Brevin Jordan. I think you're gonna be able to stash TQ on injury or cut him and bring him back. I don't think people will be dying for it. But Brevin Jordan for sure. Brevin Jordan's a big part of this team. They use him in red zone. They move him around. They throw screens to him. Brevin Jordan's as safe as anybody on this. I mean, this is the first time that outside of his rookie year where it's like, yeah, it's a no-brainer. Brevin Jordan's on the squad. He ain't no threat. What does that mean? Cal didn't cook. She Pierce's RB2. Wait for it. Okay. That would be cool if he produced. He's easy to root for. He was out there flipping burgers. What do you mean he didn't cook? Cal likes to get on the grill, I think. I saw there was some people helping him out. I saw Pendergast. I saw Seth Payne. Was Seth Payne there? Let me see. I saw people grilling with Cal. Was it the Texans who tweeted it out? Is there a picture of here? Let's see. Texans. The Texans, they had to have, man. You know they're doing it. Anytime they can get Cal on the flat bill, they're there. Where the grill at, man? Oh, here we go. Yeah. Oh, he's making hot dogs and hamburgers. Okay. Who cooked with him? Little Cal's cookout. Did anyone have a Cal burger? Did anyone in this room? Oh, here we go. Oh, okay. Yeah, Pendergast put some pics up. Let's check these out. Someone says Cal did cook. Okay, Sarge was grilling with Cal. That's cool. He just flipped or cooked for the picks. Damn, we got a challenge flag on Cal's cookie. Hey, you gave me a super. I'm good on it. Cal did cook. I was there. It was two other guys with him. Do they rotate people on the practice squad and keep as much as possible? I had a burger, not going to lie. Was it good? How good was it? Rank it 1 to 10. Be honest. BG, I'm waiting on this ranking. You better be honest with me too, sir. In-N-Out says he had a burger. It was meh. What is meh? Give me a ranking. Someone said they had a hot dog. Cornelius, I know you like the art car. How was the hot dog? Okay, there's Sean. Shout out to Show. Clint, Cal's cookout. There we go. Oh, there we go. Been sipping on that water. He was just waiting for the grill. Sean, he's got the. All right, got the entrance. Doing his thing, okay. So Cal's cookout. There we go. We got to get like some chicken breast or something like that. All right, we got the burger rankings, man. Y'all might be being a little too damn harsh. In-N-Out says it was a 4. Life in Motion says it was a 4. BG says it was a 5.4. Dietology said it gave him some high school burger vibes. Man, those high school burger vibes weren't even like, man, I hated those, bro. You talk about the ones that were in the water, man. How much better was the chicken patty sandwich? Did y'all have chicken patty sandwiches? Man, chicken patties went in. That's what McChickens remind me of, and I freaking love McChickens. I will F up. If I go to McDonald's, I'm getting like if I'm just going to McDonald's, it's like, all right, you've been driving for a long time. It's time to grub. I'm probably getting like 2 McChickens ketchup only, because that like kind of takes me back to the high school like chicken patty on a bun days, ketchup only, and then like a McDouble or something like that. Was it better than a McDouble? Hell no is the answer. Man, so 5.4 was the best Cal got. That shirt looks like Tunsil on the gas mask. Man, why are you bringing up old stuff, Jason? He brought football back to Houston. That burger is a 10. No, that was Bob, man. Rest in peace to Bob. Pour one out for him. Hannah and the boys were handing out frozen popsicles and cow cookout shirts. Yeah, they did their thing. Just HEB pre-cooked patties. Man, those are good, though. Oh, no seasoning, no nothing. So Cal basically cooked a – you know what I'm noticing here, you guys? You know what I'm noticing about you people? All the brothers, all the black folks, yes, I said it, y'all don't think that he put enough seasoning on it. You know, I'm noticing a trend. All the brothers say he didn't put enough seasoning on it. So I am hitting the race car. I feel like y'all want the everything Creole seasoning on there, which I do too. But I feel like all the brothers are calling Cal out for not having enough seasoning. And you know what? Y'all might be right, but I think even if he'd put a lot of seasoning, a lot of you brothers, y'all probably would have thought the seasoning wasn't enough, which I can't judge you for. I like some spice myself. I just got back from a cookout as well. Man, I picked out gourmet hot dog, 3 tacos, 3 like gourmet tacos with Wagyu beef and chicken. What else do we have? Some nachos, some tater tots, some cookies. I think that's it. Yeah, it's going in on that. Shout out to the brothers, though, man. But yeah, us white folks don't put enough seasoning. We really don't. We are like, we could probably eat. Where you really get judged is when you're making like a chicken breast, man. You make a chicken breast, it's getting judged. I like that everything. Do y'all like that green everything, the Creole? That's right. Yeah, see, Jarrell's coming at me too. I'm gonna. Hey, I didn't cook it, man. I didn't cook it. Don't let me in there. I didn't cook it. You could, like, you would think though, if you're like sitting there and you're making the burgers, you could throw something on there, like some salt. Just like get reckless with it. Throw it on there. Oh no, that's unfortunate. So Cal didn't use enough seasoning. That's the word on the streets. That happens though, right? Doesn't it? Did y'all get some chips or anything with that? Hot dogs. Those HEB hot dogs go in though. Those 1/4ers or whatever the hell those are. Man, come on, Blue Boy. You're using 8 different seasonings on your chicken. What seasonings are you using? Name all 8, man. I'm throwing the challenge flag on the field. The challenge flag is on the field. Give me those 8 seasonings. 30 seconds. Give me those 8 seasonings. Come on, bro. Type fast. Don't be Googling. Give me 8 seasonings. 8 seasonings. Just a hint of salt. Come on. The bacon and the cheese. Use no seasonings. Slap Your Mama seasoning is nice. Very nice. I don't know what they do. It's perfect. I like putting that stuff on broccoli and stuff. Like veggies. You put like the Slap Your Mama on some corn. Like put some corn, like boil the corn and throw some they have like some popcorn butter it's in a red spray thing. Sick. You go in the popcorn line, just spray that on the corn and then throw some of that Slap Your Mama, twist it around in the bowl. Legit. All right, here you go. Blue Boy says salt, pepper, garlic, onion, Tony, brown sugar, paprika. Oh, you left one out. That's only 7. You got that D's flavor too. I think you left out the D's.
These nuts.
Just made stuff up, made up a damn seasoning. Come on, bro. Yeah, there were extra condiments, man. You got to figure that out. Honey? You use honey? Do you throw it in there? Man, you are crazy. Appreciate everyone for rolling through. This is it's a fun time to be alive. Tomorrow we'll do a little CJ Stroud podium. Normally we do the dude, Anthony Richardson's not good. Like, let's just be serious. He's not good. Now, Shane Steichen can make him look good, but he's not good. But they're going to be ready to go for sure. So we'll see how that goes. Appreciate y'all for coming through for real. Appreciate the love. 2 streams tonight. Usually going to be about 2 streams during the season. There's a lot more stuff that's going to pop up that I can't really speak on right now, but it is going to pop up, and it is going to be fun, and it's going to be a fun ride. Be sure to swarm the like button before you dip out. Go back and like that. Always appreciated. Always remember, when it comes to this Texan stuff, we're all in it together. Let's eat, whether there's seasoning or not. When it comes to this Texan stuff, we're all in it together. Thanks for coming through.
Opinions to give, we got takeaways. If it's up, then it's up. We number 1. You don't need to try your luck. Locker room, yeah, we in the locker room. Texas talk, yeah, you know what we about to do. Localize, every angle's what we really do. We the source, we the pulse of the city too.